Plato's universal. He believes that behind all the particulars is forever, unchanging, a universal that we remember faintly, and that's why we grapple with the issue of the one and the many, or the universal and the particulars, but we don't see it. We long to see it. The soul will only see it once again in eternity, once we are dead and the body releases that soul back to the presence of the universal, or God. Now that's radically different from Christianity and Jewish thought. According to Christianity and Jewish thought, you don't have a universal of everything. What you have is a God on the high order of one and three, plurality and unity, of universal and particular, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, who exist in sequence, as I kept saying last time. That is, for them also, no day is a repetition of the preceding day. There are always new things. There are 6 days of creation. And during each of these days of creation, there was variation. God thought of this, and then this, and then this, and then this, and no day was a repetition. It's not a static universal. It's not a closed something. God himself is not closed because it's a loving relationship. God the Father and God the Son love each other, as John says in John 17. And thus also we are particulars in the sense that we are creatures and we have a beginning and we will exist forever according to the scriptures. But we are not to be static in our existence. God himself is not static. That's why he can be pleased when somebody comes to believe. That's why he is sad when we sin. That's why he's angry when Lazarus died. That's why he sent Elijah to the king and said, tell the king, he is wrong, he's going to be punished. No rain for 3.5 years. Because to God also, in sequence, no day is the same. He is not an abstract universal, unchanging, forever the same. The Westminster Confession says God is unchanging in his characteristics. But within the characteristics, his love is not a static grin like Buddha. It's a love relationship that gives and takes, that enjoys, that reprimands, that encourages, that picks us up when we've fallen. It's a day-by-day, moment-by-moment existential experience for God as well. Not from ignorance, that's another discussion, as God knows the end from the beginning. But existentially, to God, each moment is not the same as the moment before. And thus you don't have an absolute godness. You have a God who has a particular character as a person, who exhibits that person in history, moment by moment. And in history, not only in relationship to us who live in history, but in history also to the Trinity. Because for God also, there was a time when he hadn't made anything yet, though he knew about it from forever. But it wasn't there until he made it.